to 5. My name is not important. But what is the fact that I got the motherfucking bars, man. And niggas don't believe that I do. I ain't ChatGPT ain't give me that. I made that up. You hear me? Nah, these my bars, nigga. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Vibe, tribe, like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. You know how you smoke bricks, nigga? Be- you said you throw them. What? Peace, love, health, and wealth. Vibe, tribe, like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but matter of fact, it is. My name is KP, and I'm coming to you on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is the. I forgot how to say that shit. No, not none of that. When you come here, this is a hard. I don't know, a hard hat area. Self development is a construction site. So with that being said, if you would like to inquire about any of my services, you may do so by checking the description box of all of my videos. You will see contact information, list of services, and all other pertinent information that's relevant to the channel. Alright? So I don't know why my computer is running slow like this, but it is. And that's a problema. Okay, so this is part two of part one. How I get it? No, this is part two of a reading of a collective series, a collective mini series that I'm doing addressing that negative energy. And to be honest with you, I don't even really want to call it negative energy no more because the energy that we feeling right now, the energy that we feeling is just the energy that's supposed to be played out. Like I see people like losing their channels, like people getting their channels struck, like people arguing, fighting. It's just a bunch of shit going on. Even shit with like jobs. There's a lot of job turnover right now. It's just a bunch of shit going on in the world, man. Prices going up, and it makes sense that we got so much energy surrounding Scorpio. What's up, XO? Scorpio and all of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened that we got all of that. Um, so what I want to do here today, if y'all haven't already, please make sure y'all go check out part one. If y'all haven't already, please make sure y'all go check out part one that I just did on. It's here on YouTube, but I had just did a mini slideshow that addressed some of the energy that's in the celestial realm because I don't like just coming up here and just talking. I like to show y'all what I'm actually talking about. Okay. So what we're going to do here on this live is we're going to do a collective reading and we're going to use a new spread that I really don't, I kind of freestyle my spreads. I don't really follow spreads per se. So today we're going to get a spread going, but I need to pull it up real quick. Can you pull up the spread that we're going to use? I remember like half of it, but I don't remember the other three cards. All right, so we about to get a collective. Thank y'all for the likes. If y'all coming in, please, I beg of you, I humbly beseech you, do not leave. Double tap the screen, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. Right? No, put your shoes back on, cause them feet they stink. Right? No. Listen. Please double tap that screen. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Please stick around. Please share the video with your friends and family. Please donate to the channel. Alright, keep sweat. Alright. So I still ain't pull up the spirit yet. Yo, Chat, can you pull up the spread that we're going to use for tonight's live? If this world was mine. So, like I said, I don't even want to call it negative energy no more per se, because I kind of understand what's really going on. What's really going on is that the people that we deal with every day, whether it's loved ones or people at work, what's really going on is that there's things that's just coming to the surface. And for some people, these are things that need to be healed. For some people, these things that need to be worked on. For some people, these are things that need to be left behind totally. But nonetheless, though, this is uh, you can't just put a blanket back over your eyes and go back to sleep. Now is not the time for that. All right. So soon as ChatGPT follow instructions the right way before I get my money back, um, we're gonna pull a couple cards, okay? So you're gonna have to bear with me as I break down the cards because again, I'm using them in a spread. I know the cards, right? But I'm using them in a spread like I never used before. Okay, so the first card that we're gonna have is what's happening now. Um, so I believe it's gonna be an 8 card spread. The first card is going to be current energy. The second one is going to be the root cause or what's triggering the energy. The third card is going to be the hidden influence. Um, the fourth card is going to be pressure point. Where is the tension building? The fifth card is going to be a communication block. What is being misunderstood or misinterpreted, right? That's the Mercury retrograde. What is being exposed is card number 6. What truth is coming to the light? Best course of action is card 7. How should we move on? And then the outcome, right? Where is this energy leading us? Okay. All right. So the first card that we have here for our new spread is going to be the Page of Cups. The second card that we have here is going to be the Knight of Swords. The third card that we have here is the Hangman. The fourth card that we have here is the Nine of Pentacles. The fifth card that we have here is the Fool card. The sixth card that we have here is the Devil card. The seventh card that we got here is actually the Five of Swords. Um, and the eighth card that we have here is the Five of Pentacles. All right, so I want to take time and go through each card one by one, and the reason why is because I never ever did this spread before. Actually, it was just recommended to me, so I I actually need something to drink, but I am going to try to break these down one by one, one by one. So let me grab something to drink, and I'll be right back. Cracker Jack. I want some snacks. I ain't even gonna lie. Weekends getting it popping on that hoe. If this world was mine, Roman numeral number 7, baby. If it was up to me, nobody would get sympathy. If this world was mine, what'd you say, bro? You better, you better watch them niggas play, man. Okay, y'all. So for card one, this is the overall current energy right now. Um, this is the emotional tone that we're going through right now. Uh, there's a sense of emotional sensitivity, unexpected feelings coming up, people reacting from vulnerable places. And this actually fits the Scorpio build-up that's going on between the square and the full moon that we talked about on the last live, okay? Right now, people are feeling more than they are saying, and things are going to come to a point. We already know that based off of the last live, okay? So, right now, the collective is emotionally open, but not necessarily emotionally stable, and we have to remember that, okay? So, the next card we got here is the root cause, which is the Knight of Swords, okay? So this is what's actually triggering everything. Fast communication, harsh words, quick reactions without thinking. If you paid attention to the last live, these cards are not lying. That's all I'm gonna say, man. We only on the second card and they not lying. All right, so this ties directly into the Mars energy, which causes people to react without thinking, and the Mercury energy, which causes miscommunications, right? So, in simplest terms, somebody is or did or will say something, or something might just be said too fast and too aggressive, and there's going to be a reaction. Okay, so remember that whatever you're going through right now didn't just start out of nowhere. It started from fast, sharp, harsh communication of the past. Okay. Card three is the hidden influence. And the hidden influence, this is funny, is the hangman card. Now, this is what people don't see in their reality yet. The hangman is a forced pause, and it's a need to do things or see things differently. The hangman also can signify delays that are actually necessary, right? Like waiting for an invitation, waiting for the right time. Um, this is Pluto energy all day. You can't move forward the same way, right? You gotta change. And something has to be reevaluated. Again, when you're dealing with Scorpio, when you're dealing with Mars, when you're dealing with Pluto, this is rebirth energy. And again, I've been saying this a lot lately. You can't be the same person coming out of the portal. Now, it just so happened that I've been saying that, but it's relevant here in this reading. All right. So, for before I move on, what feels stuck is actually meant to slow things down so people can see the truth. Okay. So if you've been doing things, if you've been wanting things, if you've been trying to save up for something or whatever, and you keep getting hit with delays, take the time to see what's going on during the delay. All right, because there's always time to pivot. All right. So card number four is the pressure point, okay? And the pressure point is the nine of pentacles. This is where the tension is building, and it's surrounding independence, self-sufficiency, and the I don't need you energy. All right. This is the conflict, right? This is the undertone. This is what the people was not really saying to us, right? People are choosing themselves over the situation, or they feel like they being forced to stand alone, okay? So when Mars square Pluto, it's kind of like saying I'd rather do it by myself than to deal with this, right? I can do bad on my own or whatever. All right. So the pressure that is coming from people pulling their energy back and choosing themselves, okay? The pressure is coming from people feeling like they're choosing themselves. All right. So card number five is the communication blockage. All right. This is why things is going sideways. All right. I guess I can make that look better. All right, cameraman, what you doing, cuz? All right, so card five deals with communication blockages. Okay, this is like the basis of the misunderstanding. So, one is something about taking risk, right? Whenever we're dealing with the fool card, we're getting things started, right? But also dealing with the fool card, it brings the warning of acting without thinking, okay? And you don't want to start over fresh without clarity, okay? Clarity is very important moving on. Very important moving on. This fool card could be indicating that people don't care or people could be simply reckless, okay? Um, and the reason why is because they are trying to restart or escape the pressure that's been placed on them, okay? Um, the problem is, and I forgot to mention this the last live, and I think this is what I wanted to say about stability. The problem is that there's things that's coming to the surface, but people aren't apt to deal with them. So they're going to react however their nervous system make them react. Again, we can't take things personal because these people are not expected to be healed, right? When we doing the healing, we doing it for us. People get a piece of it, but when we doing the work on us, you got to remember that our loved ones is not doing the work on them. So that's going to make it twice as hard. All right, 15 people and only two likes. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. All right, so card six in the spread is what is or what's going to be exposed. Okay, so this is very important in the spread because, like, when I saw this card, my eyebrows stood up because there's a couple cards, but especially this one because card six and the devil card is you just can't make this up, right? You just can't. All right, so um the devil card coming out is showing that there is still toxic patterns. We still have negative attachments. There's still control issues, and there is a huge codependency going on in our relationships, right? Whether that's at work or at school, wherever. All right, there's a huge codependency. All right, and this is something that Pluto is going to deal with directly. All right, so the core of this message, really, to be honest with you, was that the situation was never balanced in the first place, and it was bonded, attached, or controlled. Right? Basically, it was forced and not natural. All right. So what's being exposed right now is not love. It's the attachment, the control, and or the unhealthy patterns associated with such things. So card seven, being the best course of action, is the Five of Swords. Um, this is what to do, and I gotta put a big emphasis on what to do because a lot of people get these readings and they just feel good, but then they don't do anything beyond that. Card seven, right? Remember, seven in tarot is challenges and mastery, right? Card seven is best course of action. Where do we need to take action? Okay, so in short, we need to fight. But let me break this down. So we gotta stop trying to win. All right, it's not about wins and losses. It's not about right or wrong. We gotta walk away from anything that's unnecessary because nine times out of ten, it's just going to be an emotional dumping session. It's not going to lead to any real results. Don't engage in ego battles. Okay, remember your ego is more than just what you think about yourself. It's memory. So when people bring up stuff from the past, that's a part of their ego. They got a section of their ego that's bruised. All kinds of stuff. Inflated importance, all of that stuff. Right, and the reason why is because Mars is forcing these things to want to come out. These people, again, they don't pray, they don't meditate, they don't do nothing, right? So they don't know how to deal with these feelings. To them, it's just an impulse, right? We got to recognize that Mars is bringing these things to the forefront, and the cards is simply saying, don't give in, don't bite. The best move right now is not to go all out and try to win, but it's to disengage. Okay, so the five of pentacles is the outcome of the situation. Now, depending on how you look at it, this outcome of the situation could be definitely good or bad, depending on your perspective. But one thing is that is it necessary and is it appropriate? Right? We need to ask ourselves those two things: is it necessary and is it appropriate? So card eight, the final outcome is the five of pentacles, and the order of the energies is going to lead to this: distance, separation, feeling left out, and temporary losses. Simple point. Period. Blank point. Whatever. However you say it. This is the war and destruction part that I was talking about. And it's just so funny that I was mentioning that when I was doing my research earlier because remember, Scorpio is the sign of transformation, rebirth, etc. And it comes out in the cards again. The last two cards, the best course of action, which is a five, and then we got the outcome, which is a five. Like you can't make this up. I'm sorry. Well, you got the devil card and then two fives back to back. No, you can't make this up. And the devil card is the sixth card, right? Meaning one plus five equals six, and there was the sixth card in the spread. Uh oh. All right, and we already know the devil is associated with 6666666.com. All right, so again, the devil card, the two conflict cards is the war and the destruction part, right? But there's some truth that's hidden in here, and the truth is that this is really just clearing space. That's all it's really doing for real. Um, some people's gonna feel left out in the cold. Some people's gonna feel disconnected. But this is a part of the shift. So what I like to say in short is that whenever we doing right for ourselves and people make us feel like we doing wrong, those are the people who don't need to be around us. Right? Whenever you're doing right for yourself, the people who's on a different frequency, no matter if it's good or bad, they're gonna weed themselves out one way or another. Only thing you got to do is not be afraid to take the action when you see the truth for what it is. All right. So my final message, which is very important, if you don't get anything else from this reading, and we're 22 minutes in, that's what I'm talking about. This situation started with fast communication, which revealed some emotional truths. It exposed unhealthy patterns, and now the best course of action is to disengage and allow the separation that's happening. I know sometimes when we're going through situations and circumstances, we want our justice or our balance right then, right now. Me personally, going through the shit that I'm going through in many different areas of my life. I know I want, and I was just saying that today. I swear to God, I was just saying. I was just saying that I just need to sit back and get my popcorn. That's what I was just saying because shit is lining up, and it just so happened that I do a little bit of research, maybe about an hour or so, if that, because I didn't have much time to myself. Man, I do a little bit of research, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta share this with the family. I gotta share this with the Vibe Tribe. I gotta share this because there wasn't no way in hell that I'm seeing all of this stuff happening. Like I said, people pages is getting reported on YouTube. It's just relationship stuff. I see people getting out of like just just all types of stuff like just just crazy shit like, and it makes sense that what's going on is going on because the stars is dropping stardust on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the planets is in motion and they doing what they do. Right? We got people, getting hurt. We got all types of stuff going on. All right. So what? So just before I go, I want to leave us with some food for thought. You know what I'm saying? Again, we are going from war and destruction to wholeness and balance. So what we just did was we just connected tarot and astrology, which is something that is not new, right? but it's something that has to be done. We got to get as many answers as possible, right? We got cause and effect, right? So make sure you go back and check out part one. Uh, we got action and we got outcome. So these two lives that I just did cover every single thing that you need to know about the energies moving forward. And like I said, by this time next week, I should have another live out where I talk about some of the more celestial events, but more or less for like the month of May. Because really, what I just did was I recapped the month of April, and then I'm bridging April and May. So now we need to go ahead and start being proactive and check and see what's in the celestial forecast for, I guess, the next upcoming couple weeks or month or so. Yeah, man, this was fun. I ain't even gonna lie. It was cool doing this little spready spread. You know what I'm saying? If anybody got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. If not, then I'm about to go. Alright, let me know or I'm about to go. Look, I told you I had bars, bro. I told you. Alright, so, yeah, okay. And what you got? Plexiglass? What the fuck is going on over there, bro? Extravagant bars, nigga. Those plexi bars, nigga. Don't let that shit crack. That shit gonna get all in your skin, nigga. You said what? Okay. All right. My compadre. All right, y'all, man. I'm about to go ahead and slide off of here, but I will be back in a few minutes for a collective reading. I want to get fried, and I want to get my hair slicked down to the side, like my name was Clyde. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah, I'm about to go get buttered like a turkey. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Cause I ain't buying it. I don't even care if it's free. I don't want it. And you better not take that shit either. If not, then you gonna have to come see me. And then I'm gonna grab you by the ear and take you back. And we taking that shit back. All right, peace, y'all. I love you. Bye. We let's get it poppin' on the low.